Hello and welcome to another City Update. I'm Deborah Cedillo-Dugan. We are in downtown Phoenix at the Orpheum celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. I'm here with Bernice Baca. She is the president of the Phoenix Hispanic Network. What is the network?
Well, the network is a City of Phoenix affinity group, and what we do is we provide workshops, brown bags, conferences, and events like this to kind of share a little bit about the Latino culture with the employees with the City of Phoenix. And we really just want to give them opportunities to network with other individuals from other departments. We want them to grow. We want to be able to find opportunities for them to move around and just learn about what other departments do in general.
The City of Phoenix is such a great place to work, and they do give you all those wonderful opportunities. Let's talk about today's event and celebrating and kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month.
Well, as the Phoenix Hispanic Network, I mean, this is one of our signature events, and it's that important for us to be able to do this event and share our culture, our heritage, our storytelling opportunities with everyone, not only our employees. Today's event was public, so we were able to get folks off the streets, our neighboring businesses, to come learn a little bit about what we do. So yeah, it's our signature event.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the event and some of the featured artists today.
So we had Zarco Guerrero and Carmen Guerrero, who are artists locally known, and they do great work with storytelling. We had Luz de la Luna, we had Gustavo and Cascabel, we had Aztec dancers, we had Mariachi Juvenil, and they were just all part of the great lineup that we had for today's event.
And so it's really exciting too, because today's event also was a partnership between the census here locally and how important it is to everybody to be counted. Talk a little bit about that partnership.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to partnership with the iCount 2020. We served as their kind of kickoff event for their campaign, and they really want to make sure that they get the word out early to make sure everyone gets counted so we can get the appropriate representation in government and to get the monies for the services we need. So we're happy to be partners with them, and I look forward to working with them until they kick off next year.
Oh, we're so excited about this show that you're going to watch in just 1 second. Any other thing you'd like to add about this wonderful network?
Other than everyone's welcome, we know it's a Latino-based organization, but it is just an organization that we welcome all types. You don't have to be Latino to join. We welcome everyone anytime.
And those benefits are kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Our memberships are very, very affordable, and you can use your employee development funds to pay for the membership as well.
Okay, now on to the show.
Welcome, and we are so glad you could join us for the City of Phoenix Hispanic Heritage Month celebration presented by the City of Phoenix iCount 2020 Census, the Equal Opportunity Department, and the Phoenix Hispanic Employee Network. Let's give them a round of applause. Woo! Couldn't be here without our sponsors. But PHN is the largest local government Hispanic employee network chapter in the country. Yeah, let's make some noise for that. So why a Hispanic Heritage Month? In 1968, President Johnson proclaimed September 15th through the 21st as Hispanic Heritage Week. In 1989, it was expanded to the month. But why September? Anyone got any thoughts? Well, close. It's because a lot of folks had their Independence Day in the month of September. A lot of Latin American countries, including Chile, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, and Nicaragua. So some of you are here today to celebrate your heritage, and some to experience a different culture, and some just to be entertained. And we have a lot to celebrate as a community, and we're excited that we get to share this time with you. Now, who's ready to get the show on the road? All right. Our first act on the main stage are traditional Aztec dancers from the Salt River Indian community. Please help me welcome to the stage Cuatlicue and Yolo Inqua Util. So with that, we have another great act to bring to the stage this morning. La Luz de la Luna, a collaboration-based trio here in Phoenix. Born out of a passion of traditional Mexican folkloric music, La Luz brings a raw and intimate approach to class styles such as rancheras, boleros, and huapangos. Please welcome La Luz de la Luna.
Soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante, pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante, pero sabroso. Tápame con tu rebozo, llorona, porque me muero de frío. Tápame con tu rebozo, llorona, porque me muero de frío. De llorar y no amanece. Ya no sé si maldecir o por ti rezar. Quiero ser libre, vivir mi vida con quien yo quiera. Dios, dame fuerza, estoy muriendo por irla a buscar. Y juntos también.
Un rinconcito en el cielo, juntos unidos los dos, y cuando caiga la noche te daré mi amor.
Gracias. Yaela.
Thank you. Por eso aún estoy en el lugar de siempre, en la misma ciudad y con la misma gente, para que tú al volver no encuentres nada extraño y sea como ayer y nunca más dejarnos. Probablemente estoy pidiendo demasiado. Se me olvidaba que ya habíamos terminado, que nunca volverás, que nunca me quisiste. Se me olvidó otra vez que solo yo te quise. Voz de la guitarra mía, al despertar la mañana, quiere cantar su alegría a mi tierra mexicana. Yo le canto a sus volcanes, a sus praderas y flores, que son como talismanes del amor de mis amores. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti, que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí, que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti, dormido, y que me traigan aquí, que digan que estoy dormido y que me traigan aquí. México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti.
Gracias, gracias.
I'd like to invite to the stage an artist who's a storyteller, mask maker, and performance artist who has dedicated his whole life to celebrating and creating positive social change through the arts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zarco Guerrero.
¿Qué pasa, raza? Híjole, man, it's good to be here today celebrating Chicano Heritage Week. Híjole, man, in honor of our ancestors, our indigenous ancestors, not from Spain, indigenous, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself in what was at one time the mother tongue of all of Mexico, Central America, and much of the Southwest. And that language was the language of Nahuatl, also known as El Mexicano or the Aztec language. So, in order to honor my ancestors, I would like to tell you who I am in their language. Nilse Qualitonali, no toca a Xayacatl el vato poeta. Nehuanican, Arizona, Aztlán, Tlali. Tlazocamati. That means thank you, gracias. ¿Sabes qué? From 1200 AD, from 800 BC to 1200 AD, this was known as the Toltec splendor in Mexico. Long before the arrival of the Europeans to this continent, and centuries before the rise of the Aztecs in central Mexico, all of North America was called Semanahuac, surrounded by water. The Toltecs called the southwestern United States Aztlán, the land of the herons. And this refers to the big, beautiful birds that you see flying along the Salt and Gila River here in the valley. The name that the Toltecs gave to this place, the place we call La Finiquera, was Totonac. Totonac. Because the Nahuatl language is a metaphorical language, the word Totonac means the place of many ants, hormigas. But this word wasn't talking about the insects. This word referred to the very sophisticated, highly organized society of indigenous people that lived here in a place we know as the Valley of the Sun. Now these people, the ancient Sonoran desert people, are called by different names. Archaeologists call them the Hohokam. The Akimel Atum, the indigenous people from the Salt River Reservation, they call these people the Huhugam, their ancestors. They were so advanced that they built a very sophisticated irrigation system that took water from the canals and sent it down hundreds of miles to irrigate over 500,000 acres of land. They planted huge amounts of corn, beans, and squash, and they had a very, very high standard of living. These people survived in the valley without negatively impacting the environment for well over 1,000 years. About 1250 AD, something happened, not only here in the valley, but throughout the Southwest. The Hohokam, like Chaco Canyon, and many of the Pueblo groups in the Southwest abandoned this area and migrated south into Mexico, perhaps because of a great drought or a devastating flood, but more likely a combination of those two forces of nature. It's what today we call climate change. This migration south was called La Gran Chichimeca. Now, many people believe, especially as Chicanos, that it was those Chichimeca who would later build the beautiful, magnificent floating city of Tenochtitlan, nowadays known as Mexico City. It was predicted that the descendants of the Aztecs, one part would stay in Mexico and the other part would return to their homeland of Aztlán. And here we are, los Chicanos, y no nos vamos, eh? No, see, man. Híjole, I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud to be from this place we call La Finiquera, Aztlán, the Southwest. I'm here because I want to make this world a better place. I was inspired as a young man by Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta. I was on the picket line and I was protesting. We were promoting justice, nonviolence, not for just Mexicanos and Filipinos, but for all working class people. And that struggle continues. We walk in the same path as our ancestors. Those paths that were stamped out, carved into the earth for thousands of years by the ancient Toltec, the people we call the Posteca. Those individuals, those Toltecs who brought man's greatest gift to humanity, el maíz, corn. They created corn, biologically engineered corn, and spread the corn and the language of Nahuatl throughout Central America, Mexico, and almost all of North America. We continue on this path of trading ideas, commerce, cultura, and our desire to educate our people and to attain the splendor of our once noble Toltec ancestors. It's so good to be here today. And there's nothing I like better in the whole wide world than to celebrate la cultura, nuestra cultura. Now, you can call it anything you want, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. But la cultura que estamos celebrando today is the human culture, the culture that we all have in common, ¿verdad? Nuestro corazón, el alma, el espíritu. It doesn't matter what name you want to call you. Call yourself whatever you want, pero ¿sabes qué? Yo soy mexicana. ¿Sí? Now, some people say you're not really a Mexican because you weren't born in Mexico. And you know what I tell them? I tell them us Mexicans, we can be born wherever we damn well please. Besides, who asked you anyway? No, de veras. It's a beautiful thing, la cultura. This, from the time of Cesar Chavez, that's when the movement really began. That's when we started to get organized. Why? Because not only did we have Cesar Chavez, but we had Dolores Huerta. And we still have Dolores Huerta today, leading the fight for justice and equality. It doesn't matter. They can beat her up and they can put her in jail, pero ¿sabes qué? You just wait. She's back out there on the front lines fighting for everybody and fighting for justice. And that cause must never end, ¿verdad? Give it up. Come on, let me hear you say yes. Pues sí, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Well, you know, I got dressed up. I put on my rebozo de Calacas. You know why? Because this is the season where we start to celebrate what many people call Dia de los Muertos. This is the most ancient celebration of the American continent. People don't realize that. But the ancient Mexicans, beginning with the Olmeca, were celebrating our ancestors 3,000 years ago. That's when we began to see the first image of La Calaca. Now, the Calaca is not to be confused with a skull or a skeleton. Why? Because La Calaca represents our ancestors, those who have passed away. They've managed to let go of the flesh and let go of the ego, and all that's left is a pile of bones. So when you see the Calaca and you see us celebrating what some people call la muerte, death, what we're really celebrating is life. The true name of Dia de los Muertos, because it wasn't one day and it wasn't about muertos, it was called Mikael Huit. Mikael Huit, which means Fiesta de los Espíritus. It was this time of year during the fall where we believed that our ancestors would come back to visit us. And in order to entice them to come back from the spiritual realm, the place we call Mictlan, we had to entice them. How do we do that? Well, by offering them the things that they love the most in this life. And what do we love the most in this life, mexicanos? La comida. Pues sí. We create our little altares en la casa, las ofrendas. And we decorate the altar with flores, with candles, with incense like copal, but we also make the favorite foods of those who have passed away. That's why I'm so busy nowadays, because I have to make my altar, and I'm making tamales, tostadas, enchiladas, menudo, chile rellenos, guacamole, you name it, baby. I'm making it right now. And I'm putting everything on my altar because I want the ancestors to come back to visit. Because as long as we remember them, they will never be gone. They will always be here amongst us. And we gather around la ofrenda de Dia de los Muertos, and we introduce our children to our ancestors. Mira, mijo, este es tu tatarabuelo, y tu nana, mira, es tu tío, tal y tal. And we introduce them. And they now realize what a wonderful legacy, what a vibrant past they have of these people that have struggled for hundreds of years to find a better life and to make a better life for their children and to be productive members of our society. So, por favor, mi gente, when you go home today, think about our ancestors. Know that our history did not start in 1521 with the arrival of the Europeans to this continent. Be aware of the fact that our culture goes back 10,000 years. We have a right to be here because this is the land of our ancestors. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos. Muchas gracias. Ahí nos miramos. God bless you.
Well, our closing act this afternoon is Gustavo Angeles and Cascabel. Angeles has been a musician for 27 years. His inspiration comes from classic rock, artists such as Jimi Hendrix, Carlos Santana, and many more. His diverse guitar range spans from Tres Cubano, flamenco, electric, blues, and Spanish guitar. But right here on the main stage, please welcome Gustavo Angeles and Cascabel.
Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro y cariñoso. Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro y cariñoso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde llorona, picante pero sabroso, sabroso mamá. Llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Ay, de mí llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Aunque la vida me cueste llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Habla Gustavo Ángeles. Un día del templo llorona cuando al pasar yo te vi. Salías un día del templo Llorona cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso huipil llevabas Llorona, que la Virgen te creí. Hermoso huipil llevabas Llorona, que la Virgen te creía. Pa. Picante pero sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. Ay. Picante pero sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. ¡Epa! Picante pero sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. No dejaré de quererte. Nuestro amor se vive para siempre. Pero sabrosa, sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. De hoy en adelante, mi amor, te prometo mis besos, sincero y con sabor. Picante pero sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. Invencible es como yo siento cuando despierto junto a ti. Picante pero sabrosa, no dejaré de quererte. Rico, 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 rico pa' aquí, rico pa' acá, toda mi gente está bailando mi cumbia. Cumbia de cascabel y nada más. No dejaré de quererte. Thank you. How's everybody doing? Everybody all right? Mr. Gustavo Angeles on electric guitar. Do your thing, bro.
qué hacer si me dejas. Es que al buscar la razón que me lleva a comprender el infierno que creas, no puedo más. Tu amor es el sol que enciende mis venas y ahora vivo en tinieblas. Más, 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 más. Nena, dame más de ti. Más, más, Elena, dame más de ti. Más, más, porque yo quiero estar en ti desde que te vi. reza por mí, te lo ruego. El desamor eclipsa mi existencia. Yo solo quiero vivir en tu mundo para siempre. Nena, dame más de ti, más, más. Nena, dame más de ti, más, más. Porque yo quiero estar en ti, porque no puedo vivir así, porque yo quiero estar en ti desde que te vi.
Gustavo Ángeles.
We're really happy to be here today. Really grateful. We have Miguel Melgoza on drums.
Thank you.
All the way from the Bay Area, San Francisco, actually.
Thank you.
All the way from LA, we have Stanley Serrano, como el Chile Serrano, on bass and vocals. Really good friends of mine, and I'm really grateful to have you guys in here. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Ay, ahora sí. Ay, mamita, tienes algo, mamita, cuando tú bailes la rica cumbia, con esa faldita tan chiquita,
Cómo te mueves, me voy a enamorar.
ay, mamita, tienes algo, mamita, cuando tú bailes la rica cumbia, con esa faldita tan chiquita,
Cómo te mueves, me voy a enamorar.
nunca en mi vida yo he visto algo tan lindo, mamá. Yo te digo, nunca he visto, mamita, algo tan sensual.
Y cada vez que tú caminas, me vuelves loco a mí. Y cuando mueves la cinturita, solo quiero estar en ti. Yo te digo, ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Ay, mamita, tienes algo, mamita, cuando tú bailes la rica cumbia, con esa faldita tan chiquita,
Cómo te mueves, me voy a enamorar.
ay, mamita, tienes algo, mamita, cuando tú bailes la rica cumbia, con esa faldita tan chiquita,
Cómo te mueves, me voy a enamorar.
yo quiero decirte, vamos a pasar una noche buena, con el ritmo de la cumbia, mamita, vamos a bailar.
Y cada vez que tú caminas, me vuelves loco a mí. Y cuando mueves la cinturita, solo quiero estar en ti.
¡Habla, Luz!
solo quiero estar en ti. A bailar. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Cosa buena te estoy cantando.
Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Cuando te pongas enfrente de mí bailando,
Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
con esa faldita tan chiquita, vuelvo loco, loco, loco,
Ay,
loco,
mamita,
loco,
vale,
loco.
mamita.
Cumbia pa' bailar, salsa pa' gozar.
Ay,
Tú
mamita,
veas.
vale, mamita.
Rica, sabrosa, te adoro mi china.
Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Porque la rumba sí está sabrosa, mamá.
Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Yo te traigo la salsa rica pa' gozar.
Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
¡Epa! Coro. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita. Ay, mamita, vale, mamita.
Well, let's give it up for Gustavo Angeles and Cascabel.